ground in front of this tombstone has been dug up, exposing the scattered skeleton of a large...
Now I need somewhere to craft it all. The forge at the blacksmith's house should do.
Seek me. Seek the Sovereign. Seek. Seek. Fleshwalker. Tongue talker. Far you've come. Reach into memory. Tell me of home.
It reveals its own home in reply. A humid cove filled with decaying Myconid corpses.
Dwegar destroyed my people. I am a sovereign with no circle. I do not belong here. I am not welcomed here.
Something over there.
It might be enough to cover rent.
Perhaps, but at such an accelerated rate. Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries? The feeling, but I found, so it is with the Myconids. Yes, but it has abundant natural resources, spores. What? This is not a wasteland. I do enjoy a good bargain, if anything in my private collection is to your liking. Very well. I have mushrooms. How is your
I greet you, child of the sun. How has your search for the mushrooms fared? I was born with a propensity for arcane magic my people despise. It gave me the strength to resist the Elder Brain. Every waking hour I pushed back against its dire hold. My wizardry empowered me. The moment its control shattered, in the beginning, so I left his company. And thus I now feel perhaps the peoples of the Underdark will be less inclined. A tongue, you may find them in nature, or the nearby
Have you spoken with Skris lately?
Yes. She is cataloguing coital and fertility rituals.
Oh, well, perhaps outside of this
Well? Dead. Worthless old fool. He had one bleeding job. Love. Balin was losing his mind was the only good he ever did. Collecting noble stock. Valuable mushroom. We've a shop in Baldur's Gate. The locals go mad for it. Not no more, though. I've yet met an ailment it couldn't help. Baldness, blindness, poison, piles, and best of all, it cures my dangerously underweight purse. I'll find my way out. No point hanging around this.
What is the creature doing to those corpses?
The Sovereign's thick fingers stroke the corpse at its feet. A droning melody greets you as the creature turns its gaze to you.
Flesh talker, I show you a memory. Watch and listen.
A violent vision grips you. Dwegar, dark dwarves chopping myconid remains.
They broke our peace. They killed our young.
The Sovereign's song slows to the pace of a dirge. It is still in mourning.
We laid waste to many, but intruders remain. Lakewood.
The Sovereign's song halts as it measures your worth.
I sense your resolve. You will find Dwegar invaders near Lake's Edge. Cleanse the rot. Destroy them.
Dwegar killed their children. They should pay the price for the cruelty.
Deep purples swirl into familiar shapes. Gnomes in mining gear, chased by Dwegar.
The Dwegar seek a gnome. It is a guest.
The Sovereign says nothing, but you hear appreciation in its song. An illusion comes over you. A Dwergar choking on a cloud of gleaming dust.
Accept this gift. It will help you exterminate.
The Sovereign gifts you one more vision. A wall of vines parting to reveal glowing light.
Riches of magic and mind. Cleanse the rot, and they are yours. You do the Circle a service. We will await word. We breathe life into our enemy's flesh. The dead make a fine host for my growing children.
If I die down here, destroy my corpse.
You may not. The spores hear only the Circle. They dance to no other harmony.
Don't.
Her condition is familiar. Poison, derived from a wild weed common to the Underdark. She'll need an antidote soon, most likely held by the poisoner.
Gods! Whatever that is, I needed it.
Why are you helping me?
No arguments there. Felt like a hook horror was sorting through my guts. But... that cure did the trick. Quick, sharp too.
I thank you for your help, but I gotta get moving. Oh, it hurts. Girls' garters. Oh, I don't have time for this. My kin need me. Seems you're the helping kind. All right. I need you to rescue my kin. Not charity, mind. We can pay. We're Iron Hand Clan. Best artificers in Baldur's Gate. We were on an expedition down here when the Dwergar snatched us up. I got away, but not the others. The Greys have them digging out some old ruin across the lake. Just mining for materials. Nothing unusual. But our work pays well. Help my clan, and we'll make it worth your while, I swear. Thank you. Only wish I could go with you. But here... I nabbed these boots from the Greys when I ran. I'll feel better knowing you're using them to kick some Dwergar ass. I'll mark where I made my escape, and wait here, I suppose. Not much choice, eh?
Defender of the people.
Let's march!
Let's get going.
Camp life seems to suit the young owlbear. His coat of feathers seems fuller. His eyes look bright and inquisitive.
You wish to speak? It's had the whole... Those who... We have to get to Moonrise. But the less time we spend... Precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found. With such stimulating company? Never better.
Nothing. Both animals look fine. Scratch's tail wags furiously. These two have become firm friends.
Well, perhaps after I finish my research here, I'll join you. Ha!
Another visit from the Golden Paladin. It said we'll get the answers we need about the tadpole if we infiltrate the cult. Indeed.
A camp. Looks abandoned. Looks like an ambush.
What? Gek? Got someone sneaking up on us?
What's this? Got ourselves an infiltrator. You move pretty quietly.
Not quietly enough for my liking, though. Noise gets you eaten down here. Reckon I'll hush you before something hungry comes along.
His fist grips an axe. On his gnarled grey skin, you see the Absolute's brand.
Fine. I'll let you live. But spoil my hunt, and you're dead. Share? You really are in the wrong place, son scum. Try this for useful. Falling down a deep, dark hole is the kindest death you'll find in the Underdark. Told you, hunting. Slave ran away, took Sergeant Thrin's boots. Gotta kill the slave and fetch back the leather. Or the bosses in Moonrise will have Thrin's hide. Oh, look at that. Swift work. You could teach our slaves a thing or two. You want to take those boots to Sergeant Thrin in the camp across the Ebon Lake. I'll stay back here. See if I can find some more gnomes. A few more, and I reckon I could become a true soul. Nothing for you here. Cross the Ebon Lake to the Sergeant. Or drown in it for all I care.
What creatures live in waters this dark?
A vessel wobbles on the lake's murky waters.
Human! What are you doing on Gek's raft? Where's Gek? Who are you? All right. No reason to get your tongue in a twist.
Well, come on. Let's get you to shore. You'll need to report to the sergeant. You lot, keep patrolling. I'm heading back with this one.
You continue forward in silence until the lights of a camp twinkle through the murk.
We've got a welcoming party.
You shithead! Time you showed up, we got trouble.
Spit it out! Sergeant finally choked on True Soul Near's prick.
Rugno! The twat soul caused a rockfall. Trapped tighter than a ring on a fat finger.
You're shitting me. You pay up?
That's the trouble. He's got the gold on him. Sergeant's arm is falling off with all the gnome slaves she's been beating. Who's the hoon, Greyman? Another slave for the dig? That's so.
You feel the slightest of stirrings in your head. The Dwegar is not infected, yet your minds resonate.
I'll be... You ain't shitting. Felt the tingle. Your twat-soul chum owes us a load of coin. You want through? Make a donation. Unclog your hole. Just shitting around. But I'm warning you, that twat soul ain't settled up soon. There'll be hell to pay for the lot of you cult buggers.
Charming. And slave drivers to boot. Might be worth talking to the gnomes before they're worked to death.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Not everyone subscribes.
This place is hard to bear. I hope we're able to continue on our way before too long.
I know what you mean. Everyone is so... unhappy.
Ah. Well, I meant more the molten rock and plunging chasms, but... yes, the folk leave something to be desired as well.
Present company excluded, of course.
Oh, hush you. Stop fishing for compliments.
What's a fort like this doing in the Underdark?
Whoever built it, they've let it rot for ages.
The skeletons.
Quiet. I'm thinking. Probably inhabited by whoever those skeletons were.
How peculiar. Smooth face, cobbled edges. They're a sign. They must be. A sun dweller in these parts. Look here, my topside friend. I need fresh eyes, and I doubt I'll find fresher. The rock, the rubble, all of it, if I may be so bold. Take a look. Tell me what you see. And be thorough.
Boulders and stone bricks of various sizes clutter the corridor, many split cleanly in two, yet some walls remain fully intact. No quake brought these rocks down. They were smashed through in an instant. Something big charged through here. Something very big.
What do you think?
Several glassy stones stand out in the debris. Their borders are coated with tiny yellow crystals. The hottest of flames smoothed the stone and left sulfuric crystals behind. The fires of the hells have touched Grimforge. The statue's meandering curves and golden edges stand out against the weathered masonry behind it. Two styles, two eras. The statue was carved from newer stone and erected by latecomers to this ancient fortress.
Anything standing out? Incredible. An entire history risen from dirt and debris. Picture it. An ancient city, hewn from the stone by disciples of Shah, later abandoned. Untold centuries later, a new tribe revives it. Fresh walls, fresh sculptures, until a great hell beast charges through, toppling the walls and crushing the people. That explains the infernal plate I found. Perhaps you might have use of it. But my work has only begun. There is more still to find. I must get to it. Well, let's see what you've got. That's all then.
History class, but this place has me captivated.
The most interesting secrets are always lurking just under the surface.
Da, da, da.
Gold accents aren't too tarnished yet. We might be able to chip them off and melt them.
Absolutely not. Well, you'd be killing history itself.
Whatever comes,
This
I'm ready.
again?
Yes, this again.
The pride of the gate.
What brought it down, you think?
A quake of some sort, perhaps. Just a theory.
A dumb theory. Half these walls are still standing. Who's the statue, you think?
Human, certainly. A god, perhaps. Why would gnomes make such a thing?
You're the expert. Why don't you tell me?
The walls are deep gnome make. But the chiseling
These
is
things have stayed
remarkably
interesting.
intricate.
They didn't live here, though. Steps are too big. Inhabitants were drow-sized, at least.
The skeletons, then?
Quiet. I'm thinking. Probably inhabited by whoever those skeletons were the others found.
Defender of the people.
Gold accents aren't too tarnished yet. We might be able to chip them off and melt them.
Absolutely not. Well, you'd be killing history itself.
This again?
There's no time to waste.
Yes, this again.
What to do?
Seems thievery is not permitted here. Unfortunately for you, killing thieves is positively encouraged. Your bribery attempt has caused some offense. Violence it is.
Got to focus.
This ain't a show. Go make yourself useful or get lost.
Near dies, heads grow. And that goes for novices too.
Didn't you hear? Do I need to rip the extra flesh off your ears? Faster!
Same sort of eye we saw in the goblin camp. Someone's keep.
Friends in a right, ball egg. That... What you want, anyway? Here to yap or looking to buy? Dry land means fresh stock. Come back anytime.
I'll peel your balls like potatoes if you don't move. And you better hope that's the worst.
An outsider.
Seen her run with him. Someone should...
Can't go...
Or would you...
A shiver runs through.
True soul, no less. What do you think, Kerr? Should we take Nir's debt off her? The stench. If I did, should split your head open and poke around in there if you lot don't pay up. You don't need to ask twice. Your blade ready, Kerr.
Drop it, Britvar. You chop this one, and Nia won't pay a damn copper.
Fine. Spill what you want, true soul, before I choke on your stench. Big words.
Let's cook with fire, baby. Come on, Karlach. Show him who you are.
Forever dauntless.
Ready.
Stare into the eye. The longer you stare, the more uneasy your consciousness surges. Pain grips you. In the beginning came morning, then night. Two sisters clashed, one dark and one light. As you look at the skeletons, you realize they are all clad in the same dark armor.
Dark Justicia uniforms. These were Shah worshippers. The same as me. Watch your tongue. These were my brethren.
Better dead than stuck down here.
On your feet, or I'll bite your toes off one by one.
What now? Poorly, obviously. Tunnel collapsed on a true soul. Absolute's going to eat my liver. Now move! I've got no time for...
The parasite stirs, but it's a mere tickle. You hear no thoughts or memories, just an echo of scars that never healed.
A true soul, eh? Useless Rakov, Lookout could have told me. Glad you're here to take responsibility. Tunnels collapsed. Trapped true soul near. He's stuck in there with poisoned geezers. We don't get him out soon, it's both our heads. Place is older than bone dust. Previous tenants left a trap. Dropped a shit ton of metal once we dug a ways in. Get near out, and you'll have the Absolute's blessing. No doubting that. Not a one. Unless you count tacking aboleth fangs to my whipping cane. That's so. Set it...
You dig her out! Keep digging!
As you near the rubble, a fragmented voice clutches at your mind.
A true soul. True soul. Finally. You must clear rubble. Spilling poison. Quit quick, or head. Get...
View through Nir's eyes is a blur. You only make out a bit of rubble and few moving figures. The blur evolves into an image, 2 gnomes feverishly removing debris, while 2 others lie dead at Nir's feet, their flesh scorched by powerful magic. You sense Nir's frustration, tinged with rage, as the connection fades.
Back on! Choking! Dig out of here!
You sense Nir's frustration, tinged.
Go on already. Ignite. You pricks got some nerve. Clean up this mess. Near dies, heads roll. And that goes... Choking!
You sense Nir.
The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a rofe in heat.
You sense Nir.
On your feet, or I'll bite your toes off one by one. I'll peel your balls like potatoes if you don't move, and you better hope that...
You sense Nir. Scrying eyes.
You better hope your little tricks didn't harm the true soul!
You pricks got some nerve. Clean up this mess. Near dies, heads roll. And that goes for novices too. The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a rofe in heat. Back on your feet or I'll bite your toes off one by one. I'll peel your balls like potatoes if you don't move! And you better hope that's the worst of it.
First step is the hardest.
It's brightest.
Time for some bloody war.
Got to move. Take you.
Going. Healing.
dies, heads roll. And that goes for novices too. The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a rope bay in heat. Back on your feet or I'll bite your toes off one by one. I'll peel your balls like potatoes if you don't move. And you better hope that's the worst of it.
Bugger off!
Clean. What now? Poorly, obviously. Now move.
The parasite stared.
A true glad he's stuck in there with poisoned geezers. We don't get him out soon. Never thought I'd see these. Crafty little shit. Here then. His bounty's yours. Place is older than bone dust. Previous tenants left a trap. Dropped a shit. Get near out, and you'll have the Absolute's blessing. No doubting that. That's so. Set it near the rubble and ignite it. That'll blow the drow out. The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a rope bay in heat.
Faster, shitheads!
Back on your feet or I'll bite your toes.
The gnomes speak in soft whispers, the words all but lost in the hot air.
Smoke powder. Philommene's gone, and if she's smart, she won't be coming back. Tell the sergeant where she went. Baldur still trapped with that maniac near. Forget the smoke powder. They'd kill Phil on the spot. I won't let you do it.
Smoke powder? No, you misheard.
Mom, our friends are trapped in the cave-in, and I know a way to get them out.
Bug, please. Truce or near will... You know what he'll do.
Youngbug, don't! I've got no choice, Larida. We have to chance it. A few days back, there was a scene. Our friend Philomene, she's a sapper, set off a blast and ran off. We set a spot for hiding if someone found trouble. I'll mark your map. If Philomene made it, you'll find her there.
Please don't hurt my...
Hurry!
One by one. I'll peel your balls like potatoes if you don't move! And you better hope that's the worst of it.
You better hope your little tricks didn't harm the trousseau!
You pricks got some nerve. Clean up this mess.
Move it!
Heads roll. And that goes for novices too. The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a rothe in heat. Back on your feet or I'll bite your toes off one by one.
You stop digging again, and I'll bleed you dry!
I'll peel your balls like potatoes if you don't move! And you better hope that's the worst.
Saw you arrive?
Hey!
Dead drow publicly displayed. The Dwergar are sending him out.
Best keep your hands to.
I'll give it a shot.
The boat floats in the murky waters. The boat is ready to sail.
Hells. Smug could see shit. Forget I asked.
Room's getting all spinny.
Take a big swig. Cure you right up.
Hey, stick shit!
It's Skick Pit, you piss pot.
That's what I said! Shit. You got one of Nair's moon lanterns, Jarg? Well, them pixie lamps. If you're headed to Moonrise, you won't last without it.
Toplands are clogged with the Death Dark. Choke you in no time.
You daft? It's there in the name. Shadows up there black as the lower dark. A few sniffs could fell an ogre.
The Shadow Curse. We'll need that moon lantern from near to survive the journey to Moonrise Towers. There we have it. Let Operation Free Near commence.
Tan. Drinking to dig in any. What's that?
Something over there.
I'm way too big.
The scrying eye seems oblivious to you.
You ain't been the same since that rock slide.
Ain't been the same.
I say you're scamming the lot of us. Then you got me. You wouldn't survive a 10-day on your own.
10-day.
Consistent. I'll give you that. Let's you're here to kick some... Nah. The half that weren't crushed are digging the...
Rocks.
You spot a shiny trinket on one of the corpses.
Quit sniffing around. You're starting to get on...
Nerves.
Anything to that absolute talk, you think?
Loaded dwarf tongue, if you ask me.
They let anyone in around here.
Anyone.
Getting peckish.
Peckish?
You got that right.
Eat and drink freely, for the lady doth come.
Sad.
What's that?
When it's not, you'll be the first to know.
Watch my back. I watch yours.
They appear to be in conflict. The larger spider versus the other three.
Stinking snitch. No drugs with Clan Flameshade.
Not for communal use, it seems.
Don't like... Absolute must have took you in. Me? Who else? Caught 'em, hung them here as a warning, eh? Oh, those worthless bugs. Always wear the stupidest...
goes for novices, too. The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to...
As you near the rubble, a fragmented voice.
True soul! True soul! Finally! You must clear rubble. Get...
View through Nir's eyes is a blur. You only make out a bit of rubble and few moving figures. The blur, while two others you sense Nir.
Choking!
You sense Nir's.
You pricks got some...
Choking!
You sense Nir.
Keep crying! Choking! Dig out of here!
You sense Nir's frustration, tinged with rage.
Still alive, so that's progress.
That drow, Nir, is going to be on his last gasp unless someone digs him out. Though not necessarily our concern, of course.
Choking!
You sense Nir's frustration.
Go on already. Ignite the powder.
I'll bite your toes off one by one.
Didn't you hear? Do I need to rip the extra flesh off your ears? Faster!
I'll peel your balls like
Out
a bat.
of the way!
One spark and it'll blow.
Blast the thing to bits!
Choke! You sense Nir.
You pricks got some nerve. Clean up this mess.
What are you waiting for?
You sense Nir.
Blast the thing to bits!
Choke! You sense Nir.
You better hope your little tricks discard the true soul!
Back on your feet or I'll bite your toes off one by one. on your feet or I'll bite your toes off one by one.
Go on, Al.
Remember, things could always get worse for you.
I'll peel your balls like potatoes if you don't move, and you better hope that's the
All right. What now?
Is he near the rubble?
True soul. Finally. You must clear rubble. Filling poison. Wit quick, or head. Get.
View through Near's eyes is a blur. You only make out a bit of rubble and few moving figures. While two others, you sense Near.
Keep digging!
The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a Rothe in heat.
Didn't you hear? Do I need to rip the extra flesh off your ears? Faster! You better hope your little tricks didn't harm the true soul!
And away I go.
Out of the way!
One spark and it'll blow.
Blast the thing to bits! What are you waiting for? Blast the thing to bits!
I'll peel your balls like potatoes and...
You sense Near.
Beldron's still trapped! Find Philomene and get that smoke powder! Incredible news. Drop it near the cave-in and set it alight!
The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a Rothe in heat. Back on your feet or I'll bite your toes off one by one.
What are you waiting for? You stop digging again, and I'll bleed you dry! Faster, shitheads! Blast the thing to bits! Remember, things could always get worse for you.
Choke!
You sense Nir's.
Keep crying for your sister, and I'll personally rip off her head when you dig her out!
If you don't move! And you better hope that's the worst of it.
Place the powder and use fire. Place the powder and use fire to explode it!
Keep digging!
Near the.
Finally! You must get.
You through Nir's eyes as a blur. You only make out a bit of rubble. You moving figures. The blur, well, too.
Beldron's still trapped! Find Philomene and get that smoke powder! Incredible news. Drop it near the cave-in and set it alight!
The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a Rothe in heat.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well,
Back on your feet or I'll bite your toes off one by one. I'll peel your balls like potatoes if you don't move! And you better hope that's the worst of it.
here goes nothing.
Get
Out
back!
of the way!
One spark and it'll blow.
Blast the thing to bits!
Sharp as ever.
No time to dally.
What are you waiting for?
Has to put my hands on everything.
getting tossed to a Rothe in heat.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Baldron's still trapped! Incredible news. Drop it near the cave-in and set it alight.
Back on your feet or I'll bite your toes off one by one. I'll peel your balls like potatoes if you don't move! And you better hope that's the worst of it. You prick's got some nerve. Clean up this mess. Near dies.
Remember, things could always get worse for you.
The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a Rothe in heat. Back on your feet or I'll bite your toes off one by one.
Keep crying.
You near the rubble.
Finally! You must clear rubble. Gnome slaves. Passage trap. Get me.
The view through Nir's eyes is a blur. You only make out a bit of rubble and few moving figures. The blur resolves into an image. Two gnomes feverishly removing dead, while two others lie dead at Nir's. You sense Nir.
I'll peel your balls like potatoes if you don't move! And you better hope that's the worst of it.
Keep digging!
You prick's got some nerve. Clean up this mess. Near dies, heads roll. And that goes for novices too.
Didn't you hear? Do I need to rip the extra flesh off your rib? Out of the way!
One spark and it'll blow.
Blast the thing to bits! What are you waiting for? Blast the thing to bits! What are you waiting for?
Choke. You sense Nir.
Blast the thing to bits!
another round?
Seems like the best way.
The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a rothe in heat.
Beldron's still trapped! Incredible news. Drop it near the cave-in and set it alight!
See near...
Finally! You must clear... Get...
The view through Near's eyes is a blur. You only make out a bit of rubble, a few moving figures. The blur, while two others lie dead at Near's feet. Now you sense Near's
Keep! Choking! Dig out of here!
You sense Near's frustration. Tin.
I'll peel your balls like...
Go on, I'll...
Got some nerve. Clean up this mess. Near dies, heads roll. And that goes for novices too.
Didn't you hear? Do I need to rip the extra flesh off your ears? Faster!
The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a rothe in heat.
You better hope your little tricks didn't harm the true soul!
Back on your feet or I'll bite your toes off one by one.
All right, then.
Out of the way!
One spark and it'll blow.
Blast the thing to bits! What are you waiting for? Blast the thing to bits! What are you waiting for? Blast the thing to bits! What are you waiting for? Blast the thing to bits! What are you waiting for? Blast the thing to bits! What are you waiting for? Blast the thing to bits! Move it! You stop digging again, and I'll bleed you dry! Faster, shitheads! Remember, things can always get worse for you. Keep crying for your sister, and I'll personally rip off her head when you dig her out!
Baldur, can you hear me?
Finally. Worthless slaves! Your incompetence has been my ruin!
Nick does not fail. You care for the weak, true soul. Most curious. The Absolute demands their slaughter. Yet, here you stand, in bold defiance. A test, yes, you must be. The Absolute bade you to try Nir's faith. Thrin, carve out her heart and serve it to the Rothe. If she indeed is a true soul, let the Absolute save her. You are a traitor.
Your scalp buzzes as Nir's mind reaches out. Not to you, but to the nearby Dwergar.
I see treachery at every turn. Not every Dwergar proves faithful to the Absolute. Nir is not without mercy, true soul. And these overgrown rats have given you a chance to earn my favor. Strike them down. Prove your faith.
For the Absolute.
More.
The hammer's gonna fall.
Onward.
You worthless, treacherous little rats. You don't deserve the death you got. I should have made it last. As for the rest of you, slave worms, you've caused enough trouble. Yes. It will be so. Gnomes, you are slaves no longer. The Absolute may have use for you yet. This was meant to be a simple operation. I arrive, those pack animals clear the debris, and I walk into the temple. Instead, I've been beset by incompetence, treachery, and now this? The Absolute's business remains unfinished. Important. I need you to deliver a message to him. When? He never mentioned this. The favorite. Nothing. The General resides at Moonrise. I had... Whatever you do, do not attempt the journey to Moonrise without his protection. I promise you it. Do not tarry. I can still reach the temple and fulfill the I'll pick up his trail and follow him.
Better now that I'm with you. God.
Attention, Clan Flameshade! Pack up your shit and wave Grimforge goodbye. The Absolute's called us to Moonrise Towers, and we're not going to keep her waiting.
Nina and Ricky, did they suffer?
It was over in a flash. They're at peace now. Praise Iron Hand.
No, could have been you. I can't bear to think about it.
What did I tell you, pricks? Get your arses moving! We're headed to Moonrise. Even one of you make me look bad in front of the General, and I'll have all your hides.
Britvar's dead.
Wait, is that a bruise there?
Baldur! No. Oh, who can? Go to lie. I'm grateful, don't mistake me, but why help us? You're one of them, aren't you? Glittering gods! I should have known that one was too damn stubborn to die. Here. The Iron Hand gnomes honor their debts. With Walburn gone, that falls to me. The leader of our we were just slave hands to the cult, but not Walburn. He knows things. Things they want to know too. It doesn't matter. That business is what sent us after the powder to begin with. Now, we'll have to make other arrangements. He'd admire your... My people, if you... Please, no. Man.
Absolute's taken a shine to us, clan, but she won't wait forever. No. In other words, hurry the drug up, or I'll march to Moonrise without you.
Better now that I'm with you.
God. We're near. We're near.
No. Shh. Get it out of your mind. I'm here now.
Attention, Clan Flameshade! Pack up your shit and wave Grimforge goodbye. The Absolutes called us to Moonrise Towers, and we're not going to keep her waiting.
Can't be.
Nina and Wiki, did they suffer?
It was over in a flash. They're in peace now. Praise Iron Hand.
It could have been you. Can't bear to think about it.
Don't need to. We're together.
Not everyone subscribes to... Not everyone subscribes to...
What did I tell you, pricks? Get your arses moving! We're headed to Moonrise. Even one of you make me look bad in front of the General, and I'll have all